Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. Over on the Discord, we have seen a one die challenge score of 582,000 points. So I want to see, just using the things that we now have available in the first shop, how even remotely close to that I can get. I don't know how they did it specifically, but of course we can expect some amount of progress with incrementers and rerollers. But how efficiently we can get there and how much score that will translate to is a complete unknown to me. So we're going to start out as we ever would with buying the stuff that's available to us, stacking it up in one place, and then I guess the question becomes, would you rather stack everything onto one face and have a high risk of a high payout, or would you rather stack everything more evenly across all 6 faces and have a faster general growth? Because there's always going to be a component of luck here, because if you could always roll your highest face growing up to 99 and then always rolling 99 thereafter, of course you would have the highest score possible on a one die challenge, but it's the variance in the early game that's probably going to have the largest impact in the late game. But for now, we're just going to keep shopping. And then it's going to be however long it takes until we see incrementers, rerollers, and all of that other stuff. Because we basically want to get to 99 as fast as possible on all 5 faces. And then have all 5 faces with a 2 times multiplier on as fast as possible. The other question I have internally is whether at this point, whilst we're currently trying to build one face, should we just be refreshing past all this stuff to find incrementers so the incrementers can be going up whilst we're shopping for everything else? These are the questions I do not know the answers to. And it seems, there we go, I was about to say, it seems like they don't want to give us any of these extra types of face. But there's the first one. So I think we're just going to put that on the big number that we have, so that every time we roll the large number, it has a chance to reroll back into itself or a second number. It doesn't feel like you can get to more than 500,000 points with this strategy, but it's clearly been done. I just want to know, by the time I get to the end of this, am I going to be within spitting distance of that, or am I going to be hundreds of thousands of points off? Because often you'll see people with 2 97s. Right, I'm going to buy this before those. 2 97s by 2,000 rolls left, and I feel nowhere near that. Is this an incrementer or a half incrementer? It's a half incrementer, so it's going to take that face appearing. 98 times 2 is 196 times for it to get to a 99. Or we don't have to worry about the one that it started on, and it doesn't have to get to 100, so I might be 2 or 4 rolls off of that. Now we want to buy a 2 here, so we don't waste the extra digit in gains. So we'll start on all the other dice. Obviously the increment is going to do its thing over there. No single re-rollers yet. Now on the one hand, that can be good because it means we're not buying single re-rollers to then have to replace them with double re-rollers. But on the other hand, it means that we don't have the benefit of those single re-rollers increasing our earning potential. There's a couple of single re-rolls. Ignore the Christmas sirens. I apologize for those. What else do we have? We still need to buy a 2 here. I've probably gone past a bunch of them. A pair of 1s will do it. keep racking up the other face. And we'd probably like to see at least one more incrementer. I guess in an ideal world, you'd basically almost start with 6 incrementers so that you need to buy less stuff throughout the course of their growth to get them all to 99. I'll take a reroll now because most of our other faces have a reroll on them. So rolling a 2 is the worst case scenario for us right now because it just does 2 and nothing else. And the less we can spend on refreshes, the better. So let's get that incrementing as well. There we go to 2,000 rolls. If you add the 20 to the 70, we've basically made an extra 99. I don't know if that really counts, but I'm going to have to take what I can get right now. But I feel like we've been very light on the presence of rerolls. And I guess that's just another part of the RNG we have to deal with. Right. The +5 leaves us just wanting one more number there. Another 97. We'll save the 3s for the other faces rather than putting a 3 and wasting 1 pip. Question is, what are the 2 incrementers going to be on by the time we finish this and the 3 face? Well, we can grab another incrementer for that 3 face. That's hopefully going to do a lot of work for us. Still need the 2. There is a 2, so that's 99 there. Getting some very large rolls on the end now when we roll multiple 99s. Enough to even buy multiple things in the shop in one round. Get off, flag. It's not where you live. Not when there's stuff to be shopping for. So the other 3 faces all have incrementers on them, so it's just this left-hand side face that isn't going to grow naturally of its own accord. And now we're at the stage where most things can be afforded in 1 or 2 rolls if we get lucky. Just like that. So we just need to see a whole lot more of those rolls that hit the 99 and then hit a second 99 immediately afterwards. And basically the more of those we can get, the better, because obviously that's the highest scoring thing that we can possibly do. The highest scoring turn we can have is roll a 99, which rerolls twice into a 99 and a third 99. So we're just trying to get as many of that specific roll as possible, while all the faces are 99 so that we can't not get that roll. I'm sure that was very clear and doesn't need any further explanation. Hey, another ×2 is excellent. We still have nothing on that face, so that's nice to see. 96, 99, all done. So where do we start shopping on these 3 faces now? I guess we target whichever one is smallest, because once one of them hits 99, it can't increment anymore, so we might as well get as much value out of the incrementers by increasing whichever face has the smallest number on it. I think that makes sense. There's a 2x reroller. Who doesn't have 2? Put 2 on the other 99. Now we just have to keep tracking who gets what where on the other 2 dice. And it looks like they're going to catch up with the 31 as well. And once they do, they will be absorbed into the mix as well. So then we'll have 3 die that we're all just trying to build up the lowest one. We do not need to add a reroll. It's not really add its place because of the way the language works. That's all getting an overhaul next. Rather than a mechanics patch, there's going to be a language and presentation patch, as it were. So we catch up with our 4th highest die. There is another ×2. That might be the last one we need. Yep, so we're all set for rerolls now. We don't need to buy any more incrementers either. So now it's just time to increase all the faces to 99 as fast as possible. I wonder if the value that we're spending now would actually be better not spent, and instead just let the incrementer do the increasing and keep all the value that we're generating rather than spending it. Lots of variables and questions that are way above my comprehension right now. I've often wondered, what's the highest score you could get whilst having exactly a balance of 0 after shopping? Because obviously that changed a bit when they introduced the all-in, if you don't win a lottery, wipe your score. But in the early game, it's not very difficult to see your balance go to exactly 0. But in the late game, it's nearly impossible, especially as the numbers get ever larger. So what's the largest number of score you could have before then managing to spend your way to a score of 0? It'd be really interesting if somehow in the back end of things you could see how much you had spent on your run as you went, so your total expenditure. That would be very interesting. Right, it's not going to be too much longer now, and we'll be ready to just start rolling out, I think. We've got another 90's worth of points to buy across 3 dice, as I fairly haphazardly decide where to place the things I'm buying rather than doing it as regimentedly as I wanted to, but no real harm done. I was also wondering, on a balance thing, how would it change things if in the 4th tier of shop, when you first unlock passives, you only unlock one of the 2 passive slots in the shop, and then you have to go to the final tier of shop to get the other passive. But I think that's just going to probably just make things more frustrating in that middle game part. But since the game's still in active development, it's all interesting to think of the many and varied ways you could change things to try and balance stuff. Like how now we have things that aren't just adder faces in the first tier of shop. Because if you try to compare this score with one from the initial shop from generations gone by, I think I did that once on a Fan Build Friday or something, and it would pale in comparison to these runs, certainly. Right, can we buy exactly the numbers we need so that no pips go wasted. We need a 1 there now. We need a 4 there. Oh, the incrementer helped up top. So, as soon as that top die appears once more, it will become 99, which it now has. So we have all 99s with 2 times rerollers. I can't think of any possible way we could possibly earn more money with a single die, so now we just watch as we see if we can reach 582,000 was the score to beat. Obviously, it's growing at an exactly constant rate. So you could just go, so it's 4 times 99, 3 times 99, which is 297, and then do 297 times 1500. I'm not even going to try and do that in my head. I guess if we took it to the whole 100 number instead, that would be a bit easier, but coming up on 200k, just past our halfway roll limit. So to think that we could maybe get to 400k, how he squeezed out the extra 200,000, complete mystery to me. I know it's the most first world problem, but sometimes I wish, rather than having to be holding the spacebar down, if I don't have something flagged in the shop, let me start rolling and then just keep it rolling until I push the button again or a flag gets reached for shopping purposes. Yeah, we'll probably hit 500k. I don't know how close to 600k we might get. There's 5. 525. 550. We're trying to get to 582. So we are just about 38,000 behind. So cannot be beaten so far, but maybe another day. But I tip my hat to you. I read this name all the time and I'm never sure how to pronounce it. Ligil? My brain always goes Illich, and I know that's wrong. Ligil. Ligil. Yep. So, you beat me this time, but next time we'll see what we can do. But that has been a nice quick one for today. Otherwise, my brain is going to get completely fried recording as much as I am on my week off. But we will have new and exciting things to come, I hope. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.